So when unboxing the Samsung CU8000, this is the 43-inch variation for anybody who is wondering. When unboxing it, it really just comes out of the top. It's not like all the other ones where you have like a strap and you kind of unhook it and all that good noise. So yeah, that's something to think about. I went ahead and took some of the accessories out already, and we're going to talk about what I saw there. So it comes with the power cable, detachable, which is great, screwless stand, which again, we love this. Nobody wants to have to sit there screwing things in. And it comes with this remote that, honestly speaking, at this price point is really good that you get the sole remote and you're not stuck with the ugly, outdated remotes with buttons on it. And for perspective, this is the remote that I'm talking about. This ugly, usually what you get at this price point remote versus obviously something a little bit more sporty. Again, not bad considering the price point. Now, design-wise, it looks a lot like what we saw out of the Q60C and things like that. Again, you've got the detachable power cable here. And what I really like is, again, they're maintaining a thin profile, even though it's coming in at a more affordable price point. You got one HDMI port here, kind of protrudes a little bit, just a little bit of a lip if you can kind of see that. Not terrible, but it does protrude out a little bit. Don't know who that would bother, but it's there. I don't like that they didn't take the extra initiative and just making sure they give you a sticker so you can see the HDMI port. So as this is kind of wall mounted or, you know, something to that effect, it will be a little bit more annoying for you with it on the wall like that. Now, there is something that you do have to note. You only do have 3 HDMI ports. That is typical of budget TVs in this price range, but again, something to consider if you want all 4 HDMI 2.0, well, just HDMI ports, right? Because this only goes up to 60 hertz. It's still something to consider if you wanted all 4. Now, they still do have 2 USB ports. I would have rather have sacrificed 1 USB port for an extra HDMI port or something like that. But again, you can't really be too picky, again, when we talk about budget TVs. Stand installation is so easy. A caveman can do it. You literally just find the leg that works and you just slide it into place. And it really doesn't need any more effort outside of that. You have to do a little bit more of a push. I'm just going to use my knee since I'm using both hands here and just kind of give it a little push there, and there you go. It's kind of sitting perfect where it needs to, and you do the same thing to the other side. Again, gotta love the screwless stand design. It really makes life simple. I think everybody should adopt this. Last thing we do is plug in the power cable like so that way it's there, and brilliant, we've got it nice and plugged in. So this is the store demo for the Samsung TU8000. And I'm going to lower the volume just because I don't want to eat a copyright on music. I always do that every time, and this time is no exception. But initially, as I'm looking at it, I mean, it's very over-sharpened. That's definitely going to have to be toned down. Colors seem to have some sort of potential, not great. But it looks like it's manageable. We can work with it. Again, we're not expecting like primo levels at this price point, right? We are expecting to have to make some compromises, but the whole idea here is I'm going to get you guys well beyond what this looks like out of the box. So out of the box, it's not terrible. I mean, red looks okay. It's not perfect, but it's all right. And generally speaking, the depth is good. I do like the way that the processor is picking up on depth. Brightness is okay. I actually thought it would be a little bit dimmer than this, and so far I don't see any black level issues of any kind, which is also really rare at this price point. Now I'm going to have to obviously do some more investigating to see what goes down with that, but initially this is probably one of the more consumer-friendly TVs to unbox, right? You take it out of the box, you slide the feet on, no screws or anything like that. You would think the higher-end TVs would offer an experience this easy, but they don't. And I think that's where I really actually appreciate this, where not even on my Samsung S95B was it as plug-and-play as, hey, take it out, slide the legs on, plug the power cable in, and then you're done. And it's a really lightweight TV, which I really like. The form factor is very, very thin, so wall mounting this thing, it's going to look beautiful on a wall. It's going to be really easy to do. Now, there are downsides. Obviously, you don't have HDMI 2.1, you know, so you're gonna have to kind of weigh up your battles with that. How much more money are you willing to put into it if you don't have those things, that kind of thing. But so far, so good. I mean, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm blown away, I'm impressed or anything like that, but I think as far as a budget TV, I think, yeah, it's an okay budget TV so far, but obviously we've got to see how far it goes. So as far as an initial first impression of it, I think it's okay. Potential is there. There's some issues like over sharpening for sure that we've got to tackle, but all in all, I think it is something that can be done, but either way, I'm going to make this thing as much of a champion as I can. But that being said, I want to know what you guys want to see on this, so of course, just let me know in the comments down below, and we're going to put it through its paces. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later.